All right, now we're ready to start the budget time sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with downloading it. If you haven't already, you can find that on the Financial Freedom course page. And we're going to download that Excel called Budget Time. So now we're working on income. Income is the most important thing because that's how you're going to be making your money. And what I would be doing right now is looking and assessing your bank statements. I would be looking at different sources of income that you have at your disposal, that you can do, that you have done, and that you may be willing to want to partake in after going through this course. So, to start off, what's your main job? What kind of job do you do? Do you own a business? What are the sources of money? Do you own or work 40 hours a week, 60, 20, 10? Do you pick through trash looking for cans for 5 cents back? Maybe you sell your stuff to secondhand stores. Search the aisles of Walmart to find price discrepancies that you can capitalize on. Do you produce music, DJ? Maybe you play the guitar at a bar on the weekends. Do you do Uber, Lyft? All of these sources of income that your job should partake in, that your work should be. Can you actually make more with your photography business? Or maybe more with your car repairs, changing individuals' oils, instead of making sandwiches at the deli or doing a labor job and working for somebody else. Maybe you should write that book instead of teach that basic college course. Whatever it may be, you really need to learn to put a value on your time, and that's exactly what it is. You need to live in harmony. You need to do something that you love, because when you go to work for the 300 days or more a year, you want to be completely free, living in harmony with what you love to do. And the best days are because you're not even working. Instead, you're just doing something that you love. But to keep in mind, you need the power of job security. You need that guaranteed income coming in. Don't just jump out of the bird's nest because you think that you can pursue this passion or that passion. Really take the steps. Start small, grow it up big, and next thing you know, you're going to be the next Amazon.com or the next top chef in the world, or whatever the situation may be. If you love to cook, you love to do simple labor, you're interchangeable. Anybody can come in and take your job. The next worker can work twice as hard as you, and your boss sees that and reduces your hours. Learn, grow, create skills that set you apart from your competition. Sometimes sticking to the grind is the best situation. I'm not going to be saying it's miserable, but rather humble, knowing the situation at hand, that while you're learning to take better photos, you're not just going to go and open up a photography business. You just need to start slow, like I said, work your way up. And then you will figure out other ways to capitalize your time on, to grow your wealth. And hey, maybe instead of going online, once you get home after your 9-to-5 job, maybe putting a few hours in for doing Ubers or DoorDash or whatever the situation is, filling out surveys in between your favorite bachelorette night, or whatever the situation is. Let's just take it one step at a time. Start small, grow big, and find different ways to continuously grow your wealth. But keep in mind as well, relaxation and rest is key to a healthy life. Don't overpush your work. Just take a breath and relax. Don't come home working 9-to-5 and then pick up a pizza delivery job for another few hours. Now you're working 9 to 9, and then you say, oh, hey, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I can go downtown and do Ubers and make even more money, and you're just wearing yourself out at that point. Or maybe you're not. You just need to find that happy, common middle ground. Don't push yourself and grow. So now that we have established these income sources and possibilities, let's work through the first Excel. Let's work on finding out what our income sources can be. So, your primary sources, what do you do for work? What I'm going to do is actually walk through all of the categories, and then we're going to fill it out at the end. So, do you have one job or do you have two jobs? Do you make cash tips, bonuses? Do you work on commission? What's the base pay? Report the wages as an actual amount, what the check is written for when it arrives to your door or you go to pick it up. That's your real income, because you may be getting paid $2,000 in salary, but you have 15% going towards Social Security, or you have 15% going towards taxes and different miscellaneous expenses that come out of your paycheck, because that's not what you really make. What you really make is what you get on that check, because that's what you can then understand your true budgets are. So, do you have Social Security for seniors? Maybe you're on unemployment. You're getting sabbaticals because somebody's pregnant, or you need a little time off for health issues. Whatever it is. Lastly, whatever's left over, let's add it to that, your main job section. Maybe you have a parent that supports you. Still, you get lucky and find $20 in change every single week, or you return those cans for $5, and that's your Starbucks one day, or your little treat money. So, next section. Do you invest in real estate? There's rental properties. Do you rent a room? Do you rent your space out? Maybe you have a house in Florida that sits there because it's your summer house, but all the other months it's just sitting there. Rent it out. Find a management company. Airbnb it. Whatever the situation is, start capitalizing on the assets that you currently own. Maybe you want and own a business. Do you own and operate a business, a LLC, a sole proprietorship? Maybe you have a side hustle and you monetize it. You're really good at cutting people's lawns, trimming trees. Maybe you're really good at doing whatever the situation is. Create a business, because that's capitalism. That's what's going to bring more money into your pocket. You need to know how to install certain things. Maybe you are great at doing cars. Restringing guitars. You can clean people's computers or consoles because they get overheated with dust. Maybe you're an Instagram influencer selling game accounts for, say, you have Fortnite and you're really good at that, and you sell the accounts that are already established. The possibilities are endless. Absolutely endless. So, take your time. When you own a business, you can now write off all of your expenses. Instead of spending $20 on a air cleaner or an air sprayer to clean out those computers, you can now write off that $20 and lower your taxable income. So, the next section, the beauty of capitalism, the stock market. Do you own stocks? Maybe you happen to have a handful of stocks. Maybe you're just a penny trader and enjoy the low income type stocks. Maybe there's investments that you want to partake in. You're a dividend holder, a growth investor, technology. Are you short term or are you long term? If so, enter all of those monthly income sources, but be aware, because you may not know at the end of the day how much capital you actually have, because if a stock goes up $20, you don't own that money until you sell that stock. And let's look at bonds. Are you invested in bonds, government bonds, business bonds? What about certificates of deposits? Are you able to place capital aside and expect a future return on that capital? That's what this budget's going to do. It's going to make you realize, hey, I actually have $100 that I can invest in the stock market. I have $100 that I can invest in a bond that I'll expect 3 months later. Great way for me to save money because I don't have it, and I can get a few more dollars out of it as well. This is typically better than savings account that you would just be using if you're just storing your capital in a house. Or maybe you want a new car, or whatever the situation is. It's way better than a shoebox sitting under your mattress. Invest. So check out promotional offers for apps like Yada, a prize-based savings application. Those are great ways to save money and expect an income source coming in. Maybe you have cryptocurrency. You really like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, whatever the situation is, capitalize and don't let your money just sit. Have your money work for you. Side work, like I talked about earlier. There's multiple ways to make passive income, an income within putting a few hours of work in. The idea of putting in minimal effort or work to establish a new stream of income. There are myriads of ways to make money. Airbnb, like I talked about. Maybe you do driving services like Uber, Lyft. Maybe there's investment applications like Acorn, Stash. You want to rent your car out with Turbo. You are selling apps and selling miscellaneous items that you see at garage sales. So there's things like that, StockX for selling shoes. There's selling apps that are out there for you to capitalize. Secondhand sales using Facebook. Maybe you're using Craigslist, whatever it is, start making money off of doing things that you like. Food services, DoorDash, Puff, Uber Eats. Like I said earlier, selling your clothes. Maybe you're just watching television and you want to take a few surveys because 10 surveys later you have $10 in Amazon rewards. What a great way to make money now. Maybe you're great with writing books or articles for other individuals, affiliate marketing, web design, resume writing, app developer, programmer, social media advertiser. Maybe you know 2 different languages and you can translate. Maybe you want to donate your plasma to a better good. Etsy, YouTube, blogging, graphic designers, babysitting, bartending, training, being a coach. You want to help college kids with their college essays. And maybe, like I said earlier, you sell recyclable goods. How about labor jobs? You're really good at snow removal, or you're really good at running lawns. You wake up early in the morning, might as well do newspaper runs possibly for a few $100s extra a month. You are really good at selling and finding cars because you drive for 10 miles down a road filled with dealerships and second-hand stores for cars, and you think, hey, I'll buy that car for $1,000 and sell it for $2,000 on Facebook, Craigslist, whatever it is. Do different ways. There's so many different ways to make money, and you can check out our Moneymaker file for a list of opportunities to make a little extra cash in your time, because like I said, this course is designed for you to budget and then make money off of the passive income ways that are available. And that's what I want you guys to do. Take the receipts that you get, instead of throwing them out, upload them on. Maybe you get a quarter back for the water bottle that you purchased. Maybe you get $1 back because of a specific receipt that somebody wanted to see somewhere for data. Whatever it is, let's start making money off of everyday things that we do. So, like I said, the Moneymakers file for a list of opportunities to make extra cash. Maybe you know that this course is doing you justice and you want to go out and send 5 different friends the course link with your affiliate code and make a couple extra dollars as well. Maybe it's lunch at the end of the day after all of this. Now the bonus section, we have caregiving as well, just something to include. You do clinical trials to make extra money. You're gambling. There's real estate. We have a list of passive income opportunities that can help you pay off debt, that can help you bring in second-hand sources of income, whatever it is. And now for the bonus section. There are bonuses that you will further understand via the course, but you have to understand that you need to take advantage of these. Credit cards, they give you redeem points, 1% cash back for, say, if you purchase different miscellaneous things. Sometimes there's 10% back, like cards with Chase that they offer. Hey, if you spend any Starbucks, we'll reward you 10% back. There's also opportunities like downloading or having security systems in your house that the credit card company offers you $100 back, things that reward you. That's your bonus section. Maybe you want to open up a new savings account, and that's a bonus of $200, like many banks offer that will go on later on in the money making section. Maybe you have a card and you have, you spend $1,500 and you now get a reward bonus for opening the credit card for $300. Let's make money off of our expenses. Let's maximize our debt. And just like the Laguna I Capital offers a promotion with your code, bringing in separate and further capital into your bank accounts and extra reimbursement. You got to understand that that's what it's all about. Making more money, because that's what's going to grow your wealth. And that's what we all care about at the end of the day, is how much money we can bring in. And what Laguna I Capital cares about is money just as well, but we care about a community and helping out other individuals realize the potentials that they're missing out on. And lastly, maybe you're a military individual. First off, thank you for your service. You receive pensions. You receive further bonuses for your services. So thank you for that. And let's include those as well. And lastly, to go back, the promotions like we talked about with Laguna I Capital, you'll have a list of referral codes from us, different apps that we use ourselves. If you do affiliation, you're really good at doing a specific thing. Well, find somebody else that's good at that niche and say, hey, let's team up together. And monetization, maybe you happen to have 100,000 followers on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever it is. Monetize what you do. Monetize what you enjoy doing. Bring in capital for literally not really doing much with your life. Or, not doing much with your life, but doing what you already do with your life. Let's make money off of that. And so that's the income section. Now what I want to do is I want to work on bringing this income section to work.